If you want to shape and strengthen your core, but you feel like traditional core workouts really bug your neck, your low back, even your wrists, then I have a feeling this is going to be your new favorite core workout. This is a very short and effective feel-good core stability workout. I'm gonna be walking you through a bunch of standing exercises that you can do in the comfort of your own home with a dumbbell or just with your body weight. And it's really going to help you challenge your core and your stability. So grab a set of dumbbells, get ready to follow along, and let's get moving. I'm gonna walk you through a very basic, full body, gentle warm up that we're gonna do to kind of get our core engaged and prime our body for these movements. We're going to start with a standing windmill, so have a nice wide stance here and your arms out by your side. Take your right arm and reach towards your left toes. Then we're gonna alternate to the other side. During this movement, you're gonna push your butt back towards the wall behind you. I'll give you a side view here. Push your butt back and reach for your toes. I always tend to feel this in the back of my legs a little bit. Good, now we're gonna take that same movement and translate it into a good morning. So take your hands behind your head and lower your upper body down towards the floor so it's parallel with the floor, and then return to standing. Another way to think of this is pushing your butt back to the wall behind you, almost as if you're trying to push a door shut with your butt. I know it's kind of silly, but it's a really good cue to kind of help get your body into this hip hinging motion. Then we're gonna go into alternating hip circles, hands on your hips, bringing one knee up and out at a time. You're gonna hear your hips, you're gonna feel your hips when we do this, and you really wanna focus on your balance. So as I've said before, find one stationary spot, something that's not moving, and zone in on that, and it's really gonna help you maintain balance. As I lose mine. Okay, take a nice and wide stance here. We are going to come down to a half squat, hands behind your head, and we are going to twist just our upper body. So just this upper portion of your spine is rotating. It feels a little bit uncomfortable because this isn't something that we do all the time, but I promise it is going to pay off and it's gonna feel good in the end. Good, last movement we're doing is just to fold down towards your toes and then curl your body back up to standing. And we're just gonna repeat this to kind of get our spine feeling good, feeling warmed up. Ooh, go through any cracks or little annoying little feelings that you may be feeling, get them worked out. Good, 5 seconds left. One more bonus round. Good job. All right, I'm gonna give you a quick little rundown on core engagement before we get into this workout. So I've talked about this before, but core engagement really comes down to the position of your core. So a lot of us in day-to-day life stand like this with your butt pushed out and your stomach pushed forward, or sometimes we're like this with our shoulders forward and our butt kind of tucked under us. And neither of these positions are going to be great for a really strong core. So if you find your butt is sticking out like this, or your butt is tucked like this, I want you to think of squeezing your butt cheeks, just squeezing them shut. And I know this sounds crazy, but think if somebody was trying to poke your butt, you would be like, heck no, what are you doing? And you might squeeze your butt cheeks. So that's how we are going to engage our hips in this motion. And then when it comes to your core, I want you to think of bringing your ribs down towards your belt buckle. So if somebody were to punch you in the stomach, you would brace your stomach, you would, and that right there, that little exhale of bringing your ribs down and tight, that is bracing and engaging your core. So once you have that tight position here, your hips are engaged, they're under you, your rib cage is down, you are in a good movement position to do anything, whether it's gonna be our crunches, our marches, you wanna come back to that position. And if at any point you find yourself kind of like this, like really moving around here in your core, I want you to just come back to that center position and really focus in on maintaining that position and starting any of these movements from that nice and tight core position. Okay, I've done enough yapping. Grab some water and let's get into this workout. The first movement we're doing is nice and slow. I'm gonna give you a quick repetition. We are going to bring our arms up overhead and do one march with your right knee. Here we go. We're just gonna repeat that motion, bringing the arms overhead and marching your right knee up. I want you to do this very slow and controlled. You should feel this in your core. I want you to think of keeping your core tight and using it to pull your knee up. So we're bringing those arms overhead. Here, I'll give you a side view here. Your knee is just going to come up to a 90-degree angle. And the arms overhead really challenges your balance. And I always suggest starting on the side that's a little bit harder for you first, and then go to the side that you feel a little bit more confident with. Good, we have 15 seconds of rest. I'm gonna grab some water because after all the chit chat I did in that warm up, I'm a little thirsty. And we're gonna repeat this on the other side. So grab your balance. Here we go, bring that left knee up, arms overhead. Exhale as you bring that knee up. That's going to help you with engaging your core even further. Good job, you're doing great. Nice and slow. If you feel this a little bit in your hip flexor too, that's right here on your inner thigh, that's totally fine. That is an important muscle when it comes to doing core work. So it's natural to feel it in that region as well. All right, we're gonna take this time to rest. And if you have a dumbbell, you can follow along with a light dumbbell. I'm gonna grab 5 to 8 pounds for this. But you're gonna hold the dumbbell here at your chest. We're gonna press it out and do one bus driver, bring it back in. Keep your core nice and tight. Press out to the right, to the left, bring it back in. Doing this movement, I want you to think of that core position. I don't want you to get lazy and be out here. I want you to keep it nice and tight, press out, and just think of moving your upper body. That's gonna help your core stay really tight. Ooh, good job. Okay, keep that dumbbell close. For the next exercise, we're gonna hold the dumbbell up here at our chest and do a slow cross body crunch to our right knee. Are you ready? All right, here we go. To the right. Bring that right knee towards your left elbow. Exhale as you're bringing that knee up towards your elbow. It's gonna help you stay balanced. It's gonna help you keep your core nice and tight. Ooh, I'm tripping on my words, girl. All right, halfway, here we go. Good job, almost there, come on. Last 2 reps. Ooh, nice work, okay. Keep that dumbbell close because we're gonna repeat this on the left side. I like to do movements back to back like that because whenever I do workouts and we'll do the left side and then like later come back to the right side, I just always feel like I'm gonna forget about doing the other side, which I know is not the case. But I don't know, I like to do it back to back. I don't like feeling like I'm waiting to even out my other side. It's just a funny little mental game. Good job. Really focus on that twist and crunch in your oblique. That's the side of your stomach here. Kind of like if you were to think of your six-pack, which we all have. Even if you don't see it, you have a six-pack muscle. But the obliques are on the side. Last one, and rest. Oh, good job. Okay, keep the dumbbell close. The next movement, we're gonna hold the dumbbell here. Keep your core tight and engaged in that position we talked about, and we're going to bring that dumbbell up, around, overhead, and try to avoid your hips moving at all. Stay really still and just pretend the rest of your body is concrete and just your arms and the dumbbell are moving. Good. If this bothers you around your head, you can do this around your hips here. So let's say your shoulders bother you, you can go around your hips here as well. It's a good modification. Ooh, keep that core tight. Good job, almost done. I might be messing my hair up a little doing these. Good, and rest. All right, we're gonna keep this dumbbell close by. For this next movement, you can do it with or without. I'm gonna try and do it with, but we're gonna be in a high squat, dumbbell at your chest, press out, rotate to the right. All right, do it with me. Hold this half squat, rotate to the right. And if that half squat bothers you, you can totally do it standing. Keep a slight bend in your elbows too. That's gonna feel just a little bit more comfortable. This is a really good like core kind of stability movement. Remember those upper body movements we did in the warm up to kind of get our upper spine to rotate? Last one, rest. We're using that now. Now is a good time to feel glad that we did those to kind of warm that region up, because we are hitting that whole area of our upper body too. It's called your thoracic cage. Okay, here we go. To the left, press out, left. Good job, almost done. Whew, okay, good job. Keep that dumbbell close by because we're gonna use it for the next exercise as well. We're gonna place that dumbbell behind our head here, and we are gonna do alternating standing crunches. So you're gonna just bring one knee up at a time. Let's do it together. Bring that knee up and crunch your upper body down. If you don't have a dumbbell, you can totally do it without. And use that exhale as you are in that crunch motion. It's gonna help give you extra power. It's gonna help keep you balanced and feeling really strong. Good job. Let's take some time to rest, and we are going to get into our brief cool down. If you felt like really challenging yourself, you can totally go back to the beginning right after the warm up and repeat these exercises for a second round. But if you are just here today to do a little bit of feel good movement, we are gonna walk through a nice and gentle cool down. We're gonna start by having our right foot placed forward and our left foot back. And I want you to lean forward, press your hips forward and reach up. This is gonna really stretch out that front left part of your leg. That's your hip flexor and your core. If this feels tough on your back, just go as far back as with what feels comfortable, or bring your hands down towards your hips for a little bit more of a gentler stretch. We're gonna bring that left foot forward, switch sides, kick that right foot back, press your hips forward, and reach overhead if you feel like that's what your body is calling you to do right now. Ooh, you can sometimes wiggle through it a little just to see if there's any spots where you feel like you just want to sit a little bit deeper. Good job. We're gonna bring our left knee up towards our chest and hold it there. If you have a chair or a wall or something to hold onto for balance, that's totally fine too. Oh, this always feels so good. I don't know why, I just love doing this stretch. Whoa, I'm falling. Okay, don't fall, don't do what I'm doing. Stay strong. Good, we're gonna switch to the other side. Oh, wow. Good job. I hope that your body's feeling refreshed. Just a little bit of nice, light, easy movement to get your core feeling good. It's like I'm doing a dance move or something, trying to maintain my balance there. Okay, here we go. Less than 10 seconds. Good job, drop that leg down. Bring your left arm up overhead and reach to the side. Try to reach for the wall to the right of you. Oh, this feels so good. Opening up my back. From all the movement we've done this week too, this is so necessary. Some big, deep breaths. Good, and we're gonna switch to the other side. Oh, amazing. Really reach for that wall, stretch. I feel it literally all the way down to like my hip here, just woo, big stretch. Ooh, good job. We did it. We finished it. I hope your body's feeling good. You're feeling ready for the day, or ready for the end of the day if you're doing this at the end of the day. I will see you in the next workout of this Feel Good series.